Welcome back. So the next team I'm going to take a look at is Sweden. Now, we've looked at Canada, we've looked at the U.S., the Russians, taking a look at Sweden. Tomorrow I'll probably take a look at Finland, and then we're into the tournament. So I'm not going to be taking a look at every single team. Apologies for that. But once the tournament started, right? So this is an interesting roster. There are some first-round draft picks on this board. Also, there are some guys who may turn out to be steals later on in the draft. And I'm wearing a Detroit hat because there's a large Detroit flavor to this team. If you're a Wings fan, you might want to cheer for Sweden. And it's one of those things that I've been torn about in times as a hockey fan. Very often, as a fan of the Canucks, I would see a lot of Swedish players from the Canucks playing in an international tournament. Might find myself rooting for Sweden. And this time out, there's only one guy who's Canuck property. So that's interesting. There are a couple as well that may end up being first-round draft picks in 2021. So we'll start off with the forwards. Oscar Björcelius, not drafted as of yet. He's eligible in 2021. Arvid Kostmar, Vancouver 2019 draft pick. He was drafted 215th overall. So if Kostmar ends up being a steal for the Canucks, alrighty. Noel Gunler, drafted by Carolina this year. 41st overall. Gunler was one of those guys who might have gone late in the first round, ends up going in the second round. This draft was kind of all over the place in terms of we didn't know where guys were necessarily going to get picked. Emil Heineman, drafted by Florida also in 2020 and drafted 43rd overall, so 2 spots after Gunler. Simon Holmstrom, New York Islanders 2019 pick in the first round, 23rd overall. Another first-round draft pick, Alexander Holtz, picked by the New Jersey Devils this year at 7th. So Holtz will be one that the opposition will be trying to shut down. Goal scorer, solid forward, potentially explosive potential. And so if you're a Devils fan, you might want to keep an eye on what he does. Oscar Kvist, undrafted at this stage. Theodore Niederbach, drafted by Detroit. These guys right here, 51st overall this year. Niederbach was kind of one of those picks who might have gone in the first, might have gone in the third, ends up going in the second, and he's the captain of the team. Zion Nybeck, drafted by Carolina this year, 115th overall, which I thought I did a profile on him too, so he ends up going later than was expected at 115th. Maybe a steal for Carolina there. Oscar Oleson, potential 2021 first-round pick. On Sportsnet, they've got him going 24th in their most recent mock draft. We'll see whether or not his stock rises with this tournament. Lucas Raymond, if you're a Detroit fan, these guys right here, number 4 overall pick was Lucas Raymond. So, solid right there. Elmer Solderblum, drafted by Detroit, 2019, 159th overall. So there's going to be some late draft picks in this draft, or in this tournament, and we'll see how many of these guys look like they're going to be pretty excellent. Albin Sunsvik, drafted by Anaheim this year, 160th overall, so 1 spot later than Soderblom was the year before. And he's Anaheim property. We'll see again where he's at. And Jonathan Wiekstrom, undrafted as of yet, rounds out the forwards. On the blue line, Emil Andre, as yet undrafted. Gustav Berglund, Detroit, drafts him in 2019, 177th overall. We've mentioned how Detroit likes Swedish players, right? And in also worthy of note, 2020, 2019, that's Yzerman making his draft picks. So 177th pick for Berglund, 159th pick for Soderblom. Clearly, when he's got later picks, he's more likely to go over to Europe, which can be very smart. Tobias Bjornfot, of course, drafted by LA last year, 22nd overall. He's expected to be on the Kings blue line this season and join them once this tournament is done. Alex Brandstam. I was going to say Brandstrom. It's like, that's not Brandstrom, it's Brandstam. Undrafted as of yet. Philip Broberg, Edmonton's 2019 8th overall draft pick. So the Oiler fans in the crowd will be interested to see how Broberg does. Helge Grans, he was drafted this year by the LA Kings. 35th overall. I knew he was drafted, so I see that. I'm like, wait, that's not right. So yeah, Helge Grans was drafted by LA. He was one of those ones who might have been a late second round or late first round pick, ends up going early in the second round. Big defenseman. Ludvig Hedstrom is on that blue line as well. Albert Johansen, Detroit, 2019 pick, 60th overall. So again, a lot of reasons if you're a Wings fan to kind of be like, I think I want Sweden to win this. Victor Soderstrom, Arizona draft pick, 11th overall, 2019, expected to push for a job with the Coyotes once this tournament is over. So again, this is another team with a lot of guys who may very well push for jobs when we're done. On the goaltending side of things, Hugo Alnefelt, drafted by Tampa Bay, 71st overall in 2019. Kalle Klang, drafted by Pittsburgh, 2020, 77th overall. And the number 3 goaltender, Jesper Wallstedt, potentially a 2021 first-round draft pick. So their goaltending looks solid. And overall, very good team. Don't sell them short. Sweden could very well end up walking away with the gold. We'll see. This is going to be a very interesting tournament. So let me know your thoughts on the Swedish team, who you're most looking forward to, and if you're a Wings fan, are you really kind of pulling for a Swedish gold medal, because that means that you guys drafted pretty well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.